Well, as you see, Eagles came out on top in the Battle of the Birds. Philadelphia won 32-6 over the Atlanta Falcons, but it's not just this game that is on the line. The Eagles now are first place in the NFC East, and I'm going to be looking at whether or not they can actually win this division, as they are 0-1, they are 1-0, and the rest of the division is 0-1. Cowboys lost, Giants lost, Washington lost. The Eagles are on top. Yes, this could be an overreaction. Yes, this is speculative. Yes, this is a little theoretical, but I just want to talk some football, and that is why we're going to be looking at whether or not the Eagles really can be legit and stand a chance at winning the NFC East. Again, 32-6, they overcome the Falcons, and kind of a surprise one. I think a lot of people were kind of 60-40 leaning Falcons on this one, and maybe if the Eagles came out and won, not many people would have been shocked, but I think a lot of people were surprised that they won by several scores, and the Falcons couldn't even put up a touchdown. Looking at the box score of this game, Jalen Hurts looked like a franchise quarterback. 264 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 62 rushing yards. That is the definition of a franchise quarterback that can lead your team. Matty Ice was frozen on this game. 164 yards, 0 points on the board. Even Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts, the two X-Factor weapons that are up and coming for this team, could not help him out. Devonta Smith looked good. Jalen Reagor looked good. Dallas Goedert, Zach Ertz, even Miles Sanders getting involved in this game in the rushing and in the receiving. The Eagles looked like they were firing on all cylinders. Again, this is a small sample size, and this is speculative, so I'm not acting like they're winning the Super Bowl. I love talking football, and this Eagles team gave me something to talk about today. Some of my takeaways from this game specifically before I get into the division is, like I said, Hurts looking like a franchise guy. I like that they're going with Miles Sanders. They're giving him a role that really fits him. He is running the ball. He is getting the ball, and that's what he needed. I believe in Miles Sanders, but he's a back that year in and year out, whether he's out, whether he's getting a different role, he's just never getting a consistent play, a consistent offense, and now hopefully the Eagles can keep him upright and keep this offense upright and keep feeding him the ball, and I think they will do well. Jalen Hurts, if he could continue to have 0 turnovers as far as interceptions go and play very well, he's going to be a team and a surprise quarterback that can win this division. And like I said, it's 1-0, it's week 1, it's very minimal to how the final standings are going to be, but we know in the NFC East, if you could go 10-7, above 500, and then some, there's a good chance you're going to win this division. So every game does really count for this Philadelphia team. You could argue they're 10% of the way there, 10% of the way there, at getting those 10 wins and really taking the title of this division. Now, again, Washington has a great defense. Dallas has a great offense. They're going to play the Giants, who's questionable. They're going to play all these teams twice, so nothing is set in stone. The Eagles this could be their last win of the season for all I know, but looking at do they have a chance, I'd say so. Hurts looks like he could play. Miles Sanders looks like he could run. Devonta Smith and Jalen Reagor, Dallas Goedert, Zach Ertz, Miles Sanders as a receiver, and Quez Watkins look like they could be viable weapons for Jalen Hurts in this offense. I was questionable about Nick Sirianni, but when you pair him up with Jalen Hurts, a healthy O-line, we'll take a look at their depth chart with Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, Brandon Brooks. When these three are together again, a rookie head coach, a sophomore quarterback, a rookie receiver, they can look good in a game like this, especially when you play a weak defense, and I think we could continue to see this team play well. I don't know if we'll see them win 32-6 every game, but can I see them still put up some numbers, still be competing 100% all the way? Looking at the defense, this is what really helped them out this game. Matt Ryan, a very immobile quarterback, was not able to deal with Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett, Javon Hargrave, and Fletcher Cox all together. That is a front four. That is a couple players that are up there in age, but when healthy, is lethal. And this is an Eagles defense that I think a lot of people are underrating. I think the two very underrated pickups this year for them was Steven Nelson, a cornerback that was just floating around free agency after the Steelers signed him, and Anthony Harris, a safety from the Vikings. Those are two very, very underrated secondary players to add to this defense, along with Darius Slay, an already pretty good corner. Not saying this is an elite defense. It's not better than Washington's defense, but is this a defense that can go under the radar, that can be special, that can sneak a win by you for sure? Eagles, not trying to get blown away and say they're winning this division. Looking at their schedule, you got to play the Niners next week. You could already then be 1-1. You got to play the Dallas Cowboys the following week at Dallas. You could be 1-2. Then you got to play the Chiefs. You could be 1-3. Then you got to play the Panthers. Not saying they're worse or better than Panthers, but that's a toss-up. Say, just for the sake of argument, you get the win. Then you're 2-3. Then you play Tampa. Now you're 2-4. I don't know if 2-4 is going to win that division. The NFC East, anything can happen, but this is a tough one. I just don't know. Looking at how they match up amongst the division, you can argue they have the second best quarterback. Washington's got a weird predicament. Fitz is going to be out a while. We still don't know how Heineke is. Dak obviously owns that division as the best quarterback. And then Daniel Jones, I'm taking Jalen Hurts over him. So, yes, you could say you have the second best quarterback. Offensive line today, you could make the argument you're better or the best because Cowboys lost Law L. Collins and Zach Martin, at least for this last week. They lost Zach Martin, and moving forward, they'll have Law L. Collins be out for a few weeks. So, today you can have the argument you're the best one. I wouldn't say you are when healthy, but the argument could be made. Backfield, Antonio Gibson's pretty good. Zeke might be looking for a rebound, and Saquon, so you probably don't want to be matched up in that argument if you're an Eagles fan or an Eagles player. But still, Miles Sanders is a great back. Receiving room, like I said, I like Devonta Smith and what we saw out of him, and Jalen Reagor and Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz. Were they better than Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Terry McLaurin, Kenny Galladay, Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard, John Ross, Darius Slayton, Kadarius Toney, Michael Gallup? Probably not, unfortunately. Defense, like I said, I think it could be the second or third best in the division. I think Washington owns that title. So if you look around, Eagles got their perks. They got their pros. They got their cons. But in this division, you don't need perfection. You don't need to be the best at everything, the best at anything, and you could still snag a win in this division as far as owning the division title. Do I think they can win this division? My final answer, can they? Of course. Anyone in this division can win anything. Even the Giants, who I don't believe in with Daniel Jones, can snag a win or a title in this division. But do I think it will happen? I just think the Cowboys offense, from what we saw, even though they lost to the Bucs, it's looking like they might win this one. I predicted Washington to win the division this year, and I know I'm overreacting, and I'm already kind of changing my opinion. I'm sticking with Washington for now, but the way things are trending, at least, if this pace continues, Dallas could be winning this one. Now, Dallas plays the Chargers next week, If the Chargers if the Chargers beat the Cowboys and then the Eagles beat the Niners, then you could be making a different argument. The Cowboys are 0-2, Eagles are now 2-0, they just beat the Niners, a possible playoff team. Then things are legit, but as of right now, it's too close to say. If I had to lean towards will they win the division, I would say no, but I do, just because of that small sample size, but I do still think they're a team to watch out for because this NFC East division is so unpredictable, and they had such a big surprise win yesterday. But I do want to hear from you guys. Do you agree or disagree that they have the chance? But if it comes down to it, will it really happen? I'd probably say no, but again, Jalen Hurts, if he plays like he did yesterday, if this defense plays good, if Nick Sirianni is the real deal, who knows? As always, of course, guys, comment down below what your thoughts are, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you for watching. 2 in the morning.